We have a rat problem in the backyard, and we've been fighting it with rat traps all over, but it's not enough. I think the real solution is barn cats, since I love cats anyways. So we're getting some barn cats, which I'm super excited by. But first, I need to clean up this patio so we can set up their shelter and the new cat house I have. So let's get started. We got the cats from a local cat foundation that focuses on rehoming stray cats from feral cat colonies into safe outdoor locations such as barns and backyards. They provided everything for us, including the 2 large dog kennels that connected together to provide a safe space for them to adjust. What if she doesn't come out?
She'll come out.
Okay.
She's just gonna take her time. She doesn't know where she is. She's very contemplative kind of cat. Yeah, it's okay. You can find your safe spot. She's sussing it out first. Yeah.
Sorry, we're just staring at you.
Yeah.
You're very cute, but scared.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, you go. Come on. There you go.
We gave the cats some time to adjust without us staring at them, and the calico was super active and explored all around, while the Siamese just moved the cat house to hide inside the lime scratching post. This cat seems super nervous that their house is so close to our window, but we can see them, so I'm gonna flip it around and hopefully not lose any cats in the process. So we did name these cats. The Siamese on the left is named Mocha by my daughter, and I named the calico Callie. Not very original, but we're not great with cat names. I noticed the cats climbing on top of the cat house at night and sort of just lounging there. We had an extra cat perch inside that wasn't being used, so I decided to install it on the cage to see if they would like it. They definitely did. Someone was always lounging there, consistently night and day. As we got closer to release day, I thought we should get a sturdier outdoor cat house. We had already had a very rainy week that resulted in the cage getting a little soaked, so I thought maybe something of a real roof would be good. So today's the day. I am going to open this door and go back inside the house and see if they come out, and hopefully they'll stick around. They are right now in their warm little cat house. Let me show you. Looking very scared. It's been pretty chilly here, so maybe they won't want to leave. I thought they would leave right away, but surprisingly it took well over 2 hours before either one made a move. I also thought she would eat or drink before leaving, but besides a cursory sniff, she went on her way. But what was most surprising was that Mocha made no movement toward leaving as well. She didn't even come down to eat or drink for the rest of the day. So Callie never returned after heading out this morning. but I think I see her. This is the chicken coop, and she's over on our neighbor's shed. Let me zoom in a little so you can see her too. Right up here. By nightfall, Mocha still hadn't left the house at all. But Callie actually came back. I was really surprised. It actually seemed to wake Mocha up. And I almost imagined Callie sort of encouraging Mocha to leave. But it took still 2 more hours after that visit from Callie before Mocha came down from the house and ventured out. A few hours later that same night, Callie was actually back in the cage. Looked like she needed some water and food probably, but it was really promising that she returned. Now that the cats were gone, I started to wander the backyard during the day, looking to see if they were around, but I only saw a neighbor cat. This is Indy, not Kelly. Hi, Indy. Have you seen my cats? Okay, I guess not. But I'll keep looking. Hopefully they're around. Over the next week, Kelly regularly came by multiple times at night to eat and eat. I was starting to realize for a feral cat, she did seem a bit chubby, so I hope that meant she was super food motivated. She wasn't just coming back to eat, actually. She would also just hang out on the patio for multiple times in the night, so I was pretty happy about that. But she never went inside the cat house to sleep, and I could only get her to go in by scattering some cat treats in there, but she wouldn't stay in there. But now that we had the camera out, I realized I was also feeding the entire neighborhood of cats. This is Tao, who lives a street away and loves taking an occasional bite of the dry food. But I also discovered this new cat, who I will now refer to as Bob, since I don't know who he belongs to, but he does have a collar. I actually thought this was Mocha at first, but my kid pointed out the collar in the footage later. Bob loves all the wet food. He loves all the snacks. So I had to be careful about when I put it out. And actually, I just ended up resorting back to dry food because they seemed less likely to eat it. But the real question is, where is Mocha? I have not seen her. I was so worried because she didn't return to eat at all. I contacted the organization to let them know that she had disappeared, and they said she's very shy, so she could have just gone to ground for a while. But I felt like I had failed her. I was also surprised the two cats didn't stick together. But I noticed that Callie was the more dominant cat, who frequently would swat Mocha in the face when they're in the cage together, so they possibly were not that well bonded. My other theory was maybe Mocha was scared of the other neighborhood cats. I actually caught on camera a cat fight, where a cat was being chased onto the roof. It actually looks like Callie. So maybe these big cats are scaring her away. For now, I continue to focus on tracking Callie's schedule and trying to see if I can get her to use the shelter. One night in the second week of release, I caught her going into the backyard shed and not coming out till morning. I was so super excited and thought maybe this could become her home because I just worry about her being cold at night, and once it starts raining, I'd feel very sad for her. So I decided to clean up the shed to make it her home. Turn on this light so you can see a little better. It's full of garden equipment, some hay, so maybe she made a nest of hay, but lots of tools, pointy objects. There's actually a saw. Oh, and it's also full of rat poop in this corner and right here. So yes, this is actually where all the rats are hanging out. It would be great if she made a home here because this is the perfect spot to catch rats. So I spent the next day setting it up for her. So I think this is the best I can do with cleaning up this shed. We just have a lot of stuff. But I did move the cat house in here. Hopefully she still remembers it and has her smell. Oh, and I put the litter box here. I may be just optimistic, but just hoping she'll lose it versus going in the garden. I don't know. We'll see. But after all that work, Callie only came back one time to sniff at it, but was completely uninterested in settling in. Maybe it became too clean. But now that we have the shed camera, I realized we also have a backyard possum. This possum really appreciated the food I put out there, as well as the little cat house. At least someone's getting some use out of it. Bob the cat also came to check it out, but I never saw Callie again in the shed. We're heading into week 3 post-release day, and a rainstorm is coming for the entire next week. I wonder if this will change anything. Will Callie finally come hang out in the little house we built her? Will I see her in the shed? Will Mocha actually show up looking for food? I hope one of these things does happen, but until then, I guess we'll see how this goes.